What's up, YouTube? My name is Bigboysnacksjonnytv. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can tell by the title of the thumbnail, I'm going to be doing my WWE NXT Deadline review and highlights. So if you guys want to watch the full video from the beginning to the end, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content because I'm on the road to 7K and become a YouTube partner for the very first time. Follow my social media down below in the description and go check out my WWE SmackDown review and highlights. That's up on the channel I posted on channel yesterday. All right, without further ado, let's get started. Now, WWE NXT Deadline puts a smile on my face. It was a fantastic show, and the show delivered by itself. This show was fantastic, and it delivered by itself in my eyes. It says, "Welcome to Wrestling Results for WWE NXT Deadline on December 7th, 2024, coming to you live from the Army in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at a special start time of 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Following his successful defense against All Eagle Ethan Page in a Devil's Playground match at NXT Halloween Havoc on October 27th. Trick Williams will be pulling the NXT Championship on the line as he defends against Rich Holland. Okay, despite the numerous times that the pair have found themselves in a verbal exchange over the curse of the past few weeks, this will mark the first time that Trick Williams and Rich Holland have met each other in singles competition on NXT program, having previously faced each other in a tag team match on November 6th episode of NXT. The men's and women's Iron Survivors Challenge will be making their returns tonight as Javon Evans, All Eagle Ethan Page, Wesley, Nathan Frazier, and a mystery opponent collide with one another, which is Oba Femi, by the way. While Zaria, Giulia, Stephanie Valkyria, and Soruka and Ren Sinclair square off with each other in their respective matches. All three, Eddie Thorpe is entirely sealed it as the final competitor in the men's Iron Survivor Challenge. The NXT General Manager Ava announced earlier today on her X account that he will no longer be able to participate after he blindsided by an attack at the hands of no assault this past Tuesday on NXT in the closing moment of the show. All right. Not only have the 9 competitors across the 2 matches all secured their spot in a series of qualifiers over the course of the last several weeks, but whoever scores the most pinfalls or taps out submissions will earn a point due to a disqualification in each of the matches within a 25-minute time period will earn a shot at the NXT Championship and the NXT Women's Championship. If if a competitor gets pinned, tap out to a submission, or is disqualified, they will be locked inside a box. They will be locked inside a penalty box for a minute and a half. Will be able to be entered once that time is up. The men's Iron Survivor Challenge won't be the only match that Frazier is set to compete in tonight, as he and Axiom and set to defend their NXT Tag Team Championship against No Corner Catch Crew, Miles Bourne, and Tavion Heights for the first time on NXT program since they retained against Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander on October 29th. Not only did Miles Osborne and Tavion Heights emerged victorious in a number one contenders battle royal this past Tuesday, but crack in the relationship between Axiom and Frazier have grown immensely over the course of the past few weeks. Alright, it says Jada Parker and Lola Vice look to settle their difference once and for all tonight as they climb in the NXT Underground match, with the only way to win being knock them out or make them tap out. The issue between the two women have remained no secret over the course of the last several weeks, with them having come face to face in a series of increasingly heated physical brawls and verbal altercations. While this will be Jada Parker's first time competing in an NXT Underground match, Lola Vice remains undefeated in the match type, having emerged victorious over Natalia and Shayna Baszler at night 2 of the NXT Spring Break-In Special and Battleground Premium Live event, respectively in April and June of this year. Okay, we're live. Vic Joseph and Booker T greet audience at home as Javon Evans and Wesley make their way down to the ring. All right, so we get the first match: Javon Evans versus Ethan Page versus Wesley versus Nathan Frazier versus Oba Family. This match was good. I enjoyed this match. This match was good. The bell rings and Javon Evans rolls up Wesley right out of the gate. Wesley kicks out, but Javon Evans loves him with a kick and goes for another pin. Wesley kicks out, but Javon Evans fires off chops on him and connects with a standing shooting star press. Wesley connects with a spine buster on Javon Evans and pins him, but Javon Evans kicks out. Javon Evans and Wesley then exchange right hands on the other with one another, but Javon Evans delivers a springboard hurricanrana and a drop kick to Wesley. Wesley lands a stomp on Javon Evans to send him crashing out of the ring, then delivers a toe suicide to level him. Wesley dumps Giovanni Evans back inside the ring and fires off the ropes. Then goes for a pin, but Giovanni Evans kicks out. Giovanni Evans then fires off right hands on Wesley and sends him crashing into the mat with a blue thunder bomb. He looks to fly off the ropes, but Wesley intercepts him and pins him with his feet on the ropes to send him into the penalty box. So Giovanni Evans scores 0 and Wesley scores 1 point. All right. Nathan Frazier is back. Nathan Frazier is next in the match, and he levels Wesley. He ascends to the top and delivers a frog splash, then goes for a pin, but Wesley kicks out. Wesley drop kicks Nathan Frazier on the outside into the barricade as Javon Evans returns into the match and flies over the top rope with level both Wesley and Nathan Frazier on the outside. Javon Evans dumps Wesley ABC in the ring, but Wesley rolls back to the outside before Giovanni Evans can pin him. Giovanni Evans then levels Nathan Frazier with a springboard kick and sends Wesley crashing into the mat with a slam. He goes for a pin, but Wesley kicks out. Nathan Frazier then levels Giovanni Evans with a sling blade and pins him, but Giovanni Evans kicks out. Nathan Frazier ascends to the top and looks to fly, but sees Wesley coming. He then pins Giovanni Evans twice, but Giovanni Evans kicks out both times. Nathan Frazier clotheslines Giovanni Evans out of the ring, and Giovanni Evans gets Wesley up for a powerbomb. Wesley counters into a hurricanrana, but Nathan Frazier flies with a toe suicide to level both men. Nathan Frazier, Wesley, and Giovanni Evans then all exchange strikes with one another. All Ego Ethan Page is up next in the match. All Ego Ethan Page levels Javon Evans with a boot. He lands on one Nathan Frazier and dumps him inside the ring, but Nathan Frazier rolls him up to score a fall. Javon Evans 0, Wesley 1, Nathan Frazier 1, and All Ego Ethan Page 0. All Ego Ethan Page shoves Nathan Frazier out of frustration and refuses to head into the penalty box. Nathan Frazier sends him crashing out of the ring, and Giovanni Alvarez knocks him inside the penalty box. Wesley looks to take advantage and rolls up Nathan Frazier, but Nathan Frazier kicks out. Nathan Frazier, Wesley, Giovanni Evans continues brawling, and Nathan Frazier and Giovanni Evans double team on Wesley. Nathan Frazier hat pins Giovanni Evans, but Giovanni Evans kicks out. All Ego Ethan Page gets out of the penalty box and rolls up Nathan Frazier to send him into it. Javon Evans 0, Wesley 1, Nathan Frazier 1, and All Ego Ethan Page 1. Ethan Page pins Wesley, but Wesley kicks out. Wesley looks to land an enziguri on Giovanni Evans, but Giovanni Evans moves out of the way, and Wesley clocks Ethan Page. Ethan Page gets Giovanni Evans in an electric chair position, and Wesley connects with a toe suicide on Giovanni Evans as All Ego Ethan Page sends him crashing into the mat. Wesley looks to pin Giovanni Evans, but All Ego Ethan Page prevents him from doing so, and Giovanni Evans flies to levels both men. Giovanni Evans flies to level Ethan Page as Nathan Frazier returns into the match. Nathan Frazier flies off the ropes to connect with a double axe handle on Ethan Page before all four men level one each other. Okay. A returning Oval Family, Eddie Thorpe's replacement, is the final entrant in the match, and he levels everyone in the ring. He pins Giovanni Evans to score a point, but all Eagle Ethan Page fires off strikes on him. Giovanni Evans 0, Wesley 1, Nathan Frazier 1 point, all Eagle Ethan Page 1 point, and Oval Family 1 point. Oval Family catches him with a backbreaker and goes for a pin, but Wesley breaks the fall. Obafemi then sends Wesley crashing into the mat, but Nathan Frazier breaks the fall. Nathan Frazier looks to land a hurricane on Obafemi, but Obafemi catches him and lands a sit-out powerbomb on him. He goes for a pin, but All Eagle Ethan Page pulls the referee out of the ring and to stop the fall from being counted. A fire up Obafemi gets in All Eagle Ethan Page face and sends him crashing into the side of the penalty box, preventing Giovanni Ellis from re-entering the match. Nathan Frazier sends Obafemi crashing into the ring post, but Giovanni Ellis flies off the top of the penalty box to level Obafemi and Nathan Frazier. He delivers the OG cutter to Wesley to score a point. All right, Giovanni Evans 1 point, Wesley 1 point, Nathan Frazier 1 point, All Eagle Ethan Page 1 point, and Obafemi 1 point. Giovanni Evans fires off Giovanni fires off right and left hands on Obafemi inside the ring, but Nathan Frazier connects with a dropkick on Obafemi. Nathan Frazier and Giovanni then fires off right and left hands on Obafemi in the corner, and Nathan Frazier lands another dropkick on him. Obafemi gets both Nathan Frazier and Giovanni on his shoulders, but Wesley returns into the match and aids Nathan Frazier and Giovanni Evans. Nathan Frazier, Wesley, and Giovanni Evans rock Obafemi with super kicks, but Obafemi levels Wesley. Wesley and Giovanni Evans deliver a double super kick, but Obafemi stays standing and delivers a double clothesline to both of them. He powerbombs Giovanni Ellis, but all agreed the praise rolls up over Family to get to score a point. Giovanni Ellis 1 point, Wesley 1 point, Nathan Frazier 1 point. All Eagle Ethan Page 2 points, and over Family 1 point. Nathan Frazier lands a super kick on Ethan Page, and he falls on the top rope, the top of Giovanni Ellis to pin him. Giovanni Ellis transitions into a pin of his own to score a point. Giovanni Evans 2, Wesley 1, Nathan Frazier 1, all Eagle Ethan Page 2, and Over Family with 1 point. Ethan Page puts up a fight about joining Over Family in the penalty box, but the referee forces him into the door. Over Family pulls him to the penalty box, and all Eagle Ethan Page looks to escape out of the penalty off the top. Overfamily pulls him back inside and sends him crashing into the side of the penalty box to return to the match. Wesley rocks Overfamily with a super kick on the apron, but Overfamily sends Wesley crashing onto the floor. Giovanni Evans delivers a top suicide to Overfamily that sets up for the OG cutter. Ethan Page time and the penalty box is up, but he doesn't return, still laid out from Obafemi's attack. Obafemi drives Wesley into the ring from the apron, but Wesley locks Obafemi in a sleeper. Obafemi escapes, then delivers a double chokedown to Nathan Frazier and Wesley and pins them both to score points. Giovanni Evans then delivers the OG cutter on Obafemi and looks to pin him, but the clock runs out before he can. The winner of the match, Obafemi. Giovanni Evans 2 points, Wesley 1 point, Nathan Frazier 1 point, all equal to Page 2 points, and Obafemi with 3 points. This was a good match. Lola Vice and Jada Parker then make their way out to the ring. Alright, so we get the second match. Jada Parker versus Lola Vice in an NXT Underground match. This was a decent match. The bell rings and Lola Vice wasted no time. She fires off right hands and left hands on Jada Parker, but Jada Parker sends her crashing into the mat with a spine buster. Lola Vice sends Jada Parker crashing onto a bunch of the people on the outside. Then follows her out and fires off right hands on her. Jada Parker sends her crashing into the ring apron, spine first, and dumps her back inside the ring. Jada Parker sends Lola Vice crashing into the mat with a trio of body slams, then gets her up. Lola Rice counters into a triangle, but Jada Parker makes it up to her feet and sends Lola Rice crashing into the mat. Lola Rice Lola Rice fires off punches and kicks on Jada Parker, but Jada Parker catches one of the kicks and sends Lola Rice crashing into the mat. With a back elbow, she rains down Rice's hands on Lola Rice, but Lola Rice chases in a leg bar on her. Jada Parker grabs someone on the outside to escape, but Lola Rice levels them with a kick. Lola Rice fires off spinning kicks on Jada Parker, then follows her out of the ring. Jada Parker sends Lola Rice's hand crashing into the ring post. In the ring, as a mean of weakening it so she can't land the 305. Jada Parker dumps Lola Rice back inside the ring and delivers a pair of knees to Lola Rice's injured hand. Then fires off with elbows on her and followed it up with a series of right hands and left hands on her midsection. She rains down right hands and on low rights, then connects with a knee to her elbow and grabs low rights black belt from the outside the ring. She used it to send low rights arm crashing into the ring post twice, then wraps it around the ring post to use it as leverage to wear down Lullaby's arm. Lullaby sends Jada Parker Lullaby sends Jada Parker's arm bouncing off the ring post, but Jada Parker gets Lullaby's up on her shoulders back inside the ring. Lullaby's levels Jada Parker with a series of clotheslines, but Jada Parker responds with a headbutt to her and gets her up on her shoulders. And she delivers a follow-away slam and removes one of the ring steps. Then lays Lullaby's on the other one and delivers a modified hip attack to her. Jada Parker wears Lola Rice's arm down with a submission, but Lola Rice counters into of her own. Jada Parker escapes and grabs a brick from under the ring, but Lola Rice catches her with a roundhouse kick, and she gets back inside the ring and locks in a sleeper on her. Lola Rice then transitions into a suplex on Jada Parker and grabs the brick, but Jada Parker delivers a German suplex to Lola Rice. Jada Parker grabs the brick but turns around into the 305 from Low Vice. Low Vice locks in a sleeper on Jada Parker, and Jada Parker fades. The winner of the match, Lola Vice. This was a decent match between Jada Parker and Lola Vice. For the underground match, for the NXT underground match, this was a decent match. No Code Cash Crew make their way doing the ring. Nathan Fresh and Axiom follow. All right, so we get the next match. So we get Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus No Corner Crash Crew for the NXT Tag Team Champions. This was the match of the night right here. All right, Nathan Frazier and Miles Bourne begin the action. The bell rings and the two lock up. Miles Bourne level Nathan Frazier with a shoulder tackle, but Nathan Frazier tags out to Axiom, much to Axiom's surprise. Tavion Heights tags in on the tags on his side and locks up with Axiom. The two go back and forth, but Miles Bourne tags back in and Axiom lands a kick on his midsection. Axiom tags out to Nathan Frazier and Nathan Frazier and Axiom double team Miles Bourne. Lucien Price and Bronco Nima emerge at ringside as Tavion Heights tags in and fires off shoulders on Nathan Frazier's midsection. Frazier lands at her Corona and sends Heights crashing out of the ring. Then sends Miles Bourne crashing out of the ring with Axiom. Axiom and Nathan Frazier then delivers total suicide to level Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights. But Tavion Heights delivers a German suplex to Nathan Frazier over the top to send him crashing onto Prince and Nima. Tavion Heights rains down right hands on Nathan Frazier inside the ring as the officials escort Nima and Price to the back. Miles Bourne wears Nathan Frazier down with a submission hold, but Tavion Heights taps back in. Nathan Frazier sends Tavion Heights crashing into the middle turnbuckle face first and looks to fly, but Tavion Heights catches Nathan Frazier with a suplex mid-air and takes a cheap shot at Axiom on the apron. He then sends Nathan Frazier crashing into the mat face first and goes for a pin, but Nathan Frazier kicks out. Miles Born tags and but Nathan Frazier walks in with an Instagram and tags in asks him extends to the top rope and delivers a crossbody, then fires off forearms on both Miles Born and Tavion Heights. Miles Born lands a chop on Axiom, but Axiom levels both Tavion Heights and Miles Born. He delivers a kick to Tavion Heights' chest and goes for a pin, but Tavion Heights kicks out. Axiom then connects with two more kicks on Tavion Heights' chest and rolls him up, but Tavion Heights kicks out. Tavion Heights sends Axiom crashing into the mat, then follows it up with a Death Valley driver and goes for a pin. Axiom kicks out, then sends Miles Moore crashing on the top of Tavion Heights on the outside and tags and Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier flies over the top rope level no corner catch crew on the outside and then delivers a 450 splash off the top rope back in the ring. Tavion Heights and goes for a pin. Tavion Heights kicks out, then traps Nathan Frazier as he ascends up the ropes. He delivers a German suplex to Nathan Frazier up the middle, then tags Miles Bourne back in. Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights deliver a sit-out powerbomb dropkick combination to Nathan Frazier. Miles Bourne pins him, but Axiom breaks the fall. Miles Bourne levels Axiom with a dropkick, but Nathan Frazier sits him on the top rope and rocks him with an enziguri. Axiom delivers a Spanish fly to Miles Bourne off the top rope. Nathan Frazier follows it up with a Phoenix splash to Miles Bourne and pins him, but Tavion Heights breaks the fall. Tavion Heights tags in and double teams on Axiom with Miles Bourne. Then goes for a pin. Then goes for a pin, but Axiom kicks out. Miles Bourne then tags in, but Axiom levels Tavion Heights with a Canadian Destroyer. That was a nice spot by Axiom with that Canadian Destroyer. Miles Bourne rolls up Axiom, but Axiom kicks out and rolls Miles Bourne for the win. The winner and still your WWE NXT Tag Team Champions, Nathan Frazier and Axiom. This was the tag team. This was the match of the night right here. Ridge Holland then makes his way out to the ring. Trick Williams follows. So we get the next match right here. Trick Williams versus Ridge Holland for the NXT Championship. And in this match right here, I ain't even gonna lie. This match was pretty good. This was a pretty good match right here. The bell rings and Rich Holmes fires off an uppercut on Trick Williams in the corner. He levels him with a suplex, but Trick Williams fires off right hands on him in the corner. He follows it up with a dropkick and then rains down right hands on him on the mat. Connects with a spear. Trick Williams rains down more right hands on Rich Holland, but Rich Holland clocks him from behind to level him and goes for a pin. Trick Williams kicks out. Trick Williams levels Rich Holland, then sends him crashing out of the ring. Rich Holland's levels Trick Williams on the outside, but Trick Williams fires off headbutts on Rich Holland and sends him crashing into the ring post face first. He dumps him back inside the ring, then sends him crashing into three of the four top turnbuckles face first and follows it up with a neck breaker. Trick Williams catapults Rich Holland into the bottom rope face first and delivers a body slam to him, then sends him crashing into the mat with a twisted neckbreaker and goes for another pin. Rich Holland kicks out, but Trick Williams catches him with a German suplex and a splash in the corner. He whips him into the opposite corner and looks to land another splash, but Rich Holland moves out of the way and delivers a variation rotation of a backbreaker using the middle rope. Rich Hollins then fires off stumps on Trick Williams' head. Rich Hollins connects with a belly to belly suplex on Trick Williams, then delivers a second suplex to send him and sends him crashing into the mat with a neckbreaker of his own. Rich Hollins drags Trick Williams off the top rope by his knee, then wrenches on his neck, and that's being previously injured. He follows it up with a crossbody on Trick Williams' midsection, then fires off stomps on him and uses the ropes to wear down one of Trick Williams' legs. Rich Hollins delivers another neckbreaker to Trick Williams and then rains down forearms on the back of Trick Williams' neck. Trick Williams responds with a couple of right hands, then sends Rich Holland crashing into the mat and levels him with a pair of leg lariats. He follows it up with a flapjack, but Rich Holland manages to lock in a crossface on Trick Williams. Trick Williams counters into a pinfall, but Rich Holland kicks out and Trick Williams sends him crashing into the mat with a Urange. Rich Holland delivers a vibration of power bombs to Trick Williams. To Trick Williams to Trick Williams. Then sends then sends then sends him crashing into the mat and ascends to the top. He looks to land a splash, but Trick Williams moves out of the way and delivers a roundhouse kick. He goes for a pin, but Rich Holland kicks out. Trick Williams and Rich Holland then levels one another with pump kicks, and Trick Williams pins Rich Holland once again, but Rich Holland transitions into a pin of his own. Trick Williams kicks out. Rich Holland sends Trick Williams crashing into the ring. Apron spot first, then sends him crashing into the ring steps and clears the announcer desk. He gets Trick Williams on the top of it, but Trick Williams knocks Rich Holland off the announcer desk and dumps him back inside the ring. Rich Holland looks to dump Trick Williams out of the ring, but Trick Williams gets tangled up in the top and middle rope neck first. Trick Williams takes advantage and sends Trick Williams crashing into the mat. And with a cradle DDT, he goes for a pin, but Trick Williams kicks out. Rich Hollins looks to send Trick Williams crashing into the mat, but Trick Williams reverses into a pinfall. Rich Hollins kicks out, but Trick Williams sends him crashing into the mat shoulder first and delivers a roundhouse kick. He follows it up with the trick shot for the win. The winner is still your NXT champion, Trick Williams. I called it straight down the middle. That Trick Williams is going to retain the NXT championship. This was a pretty good match. All right, Giulia and Win Sinclair make their way to the ring. All right, so we get the main event match of the evening. Oh, I was so ready for this match. Zaria versus Madness, my queen Giulia versus Stephanie Valkyria versus Sol Ruka versus Win Sinclair in a women's Iron Survivor Challenge. This was the match of the night right here. This was also the second match of the night, and I'm glad I got Giulia winning, and I called it straight down the middle. This was my second match of the night. The bell rings and Win Sinclair rolls up Giulia. Giulia kicks out and rolls up Win Sinclair, but Win Sinclair kicks out and wears down Giulia with a submission hold. The two then take turns rolling each other up, but then both kick out. Giulia changes a side headlock on Win Sinclair, but Win Sinclair rolls up Giulia. Giulia kicks out, but Win Sinclair pins her again. Giulia kicks out and pins Win Sinclair, but Win Sinclair kicks out. Giulia and Win Sinclair continue taking turns locking in submission on one another, but Giulia levels Win Sinclair with a shoulder tackle and locks in a submission on her. Win Sinclair escapes. Soruka is up next in the match, and she delivers a double drop kick to Win Sinclair and Giulia off the top. She sends Giulia crashing into the mat with a reverse blue thunder bomb and inserts on her spine. But Win Sinclair looks to level her. Soruka catches Win Sinclair and sends her crashing on top of Giulia, then pins them both. When Sinclair and Giulia both kicked out, when Sinclair wears down Soruka with a bridging double chicken wing, but Giulia breaks the hold and locks in a double crossface on both Soruka and Win Sinclair. Soruka transitions into a crossface on Giulia, but Giulia escapes. Win Sinclair and locks in a Fajiwa armbar on Soruka, but breaks the hold and two chins in a figure four leg lock on Giulia. Soruka locks in another submission on Win Sinclair, but Giulia locks in another submission on Soruka. Win Sinclair breaks the hold with a dropkick. Win Sinclair then sends Soruka crashing into the mat. Face first, but Giulia breaks the fall and sends her crashing into the corner. Giulia and Win Sinclair send Soruka crashing out of the ring under the bottom rope, but Giulia lands a knee on Win Sinclair's midsection and sends her crashing into a kick from Soruka. Giulia levels Soruka, but Win Sinclair rolls her up. Giulia kicks out and sends Win Sinclair crashing into the mat. She then pins her to score a point. So Giulia 1 point, Win Sinclair 0, and Soruka 0. Zarya is up next in the match, and Zarya delivers a double splash to Soruka and Giulia. She lands a double suplex on both Soruka and Giulia, then delivers a shoulders on both Soruka and Giulia, then delivers a shoulder to Soruka's midsection in the corner and looks to land a back body drop on her. Soruka stays on her feet and delivers double soul snatcher to Zarya and Giulia. Zarya and Giulia both roll out of the ring before Soruka can pin either of them. When Sinclair re-enters the match, but immediately is sent back when Soruka catches her with a soul snatcher to score a point. Giulia 1 point, when Sinclair 0, Soruka 1 point, Zarya 0, and Stephanie Bakura 0. Zarya gets Soruka in a electric chair position and sends her bouncing off both of the penalty box and ring post face first. The two continue brawling on the apron, and Soruka looks to land a German suplex on Zarya off the apron, but Zarya hangs on and knocks Soruka onto the floor. Giulia and Soruka then deliver a double powerbomb to Zarya through the announcer table. That was a brutal spot when Zarya went through the announcer table by Soruka and Giulia. But by Soruka and Giulia. Okay. When Sinclair re-enters the match and looks to dump Zarya and Soruka back in the ring. She can't get either of them inside. So to dump Giulia back instead. Giulia then delivers a drop kick to win Sinclair off the apron and into the barricade. But Soruka flies to level both Win Sinclair and Giulia. Soruka rolls up Win Sinclair back in the ring, but Win Sinclair dumps her into the apron. Soruka wears down Win Sinclair with a submission using the ropes, but Giulia pins Soruka. Soruka kicks out and levels Giulia with a kick. Stephanie Bakura is the final entrant in the match and delivers a boot to Win Sinclair in the corner. She lands a meteor on Soruka in the opposite corner and pins her, but Soruka kicks out. She then pins Win Sinclair, but Giulia breaks the fall and tag teams partners look to lock up. Zarya pulls Stephanie Bakura out of the ring before they can and delivers a German suplex to Win Sinclair. But Soruka looks to fly, but Zarya catches her with a spear. Giulia locks Zarya in a sleeper hold, but Stephanie Mercure locks one in on Giulia. Zarya fights off Stephanie Mercure and sends Giulia crashing into her in the corner. Then gets Giulia up on her shoulders and delivers an F5 to score a point. Giulia won 1 point, Win Sinclair 0 points, Soruka 1 point, Zarya 1 point, and Stephanie Mercure 0 points. Win Sinclair, Soruka, and Stephanie Mercure trooper team on Zarya before they take turns pinning each other. So Stephanie Mercure lands a cold break on Win Sinclair, but Soruka catches her with a face buster. Zarya flies off the top with a moonsault to level Soruka, and Win Sinclair then pins Win Sinclair. Win Sinclair kicks out, but Zarya pins Soruka. Soruka kicks out as Giulia re-enters the match and delivers a reverse DDT combination to Giulia and Soruka. Giulia ascends to the top and lands a double drop kick on Win Sinclair and Soruka, then pins Zarya. Soruka and Win Sinclair both take the fall. Alright. Giulia levels Soruka with a headbutt and then gets Win Sinclair on one shoulder and sends her crashing into the mat. She goes for a pin, but Stephanie Mercure breaks the fall. Giulia and Stephanie Mercure stare each other down, but Zarya and Soruka look to blindside them. Stephanie Mercure and Giulia send Soruka and Zarya crashing into each other, and then fire off with headbutts on each other. Stephanie Mercure sends Giulia crashing into each other, and then fires off headbutts on each other. Stephanie Bakura and sends Giulia crashing into the mat, into the mat and sends her head repeatedly bouncing off the mat. But Giulia delivers a double underhook suplex to Stephanie Valkyrie. So Ruka delivers a splash to her from the apron and pins her, but Zarya takes her down with a German suplex. Zarya charged at Winston Clare, but Winston Clare sends her crashing into the ring post. Stephanie Valkyrie then pins her to score a fall. Okay, Giulia 1, Winston Clare 0, Soruka 1, Zarya 1, and Stephanie Valkyrie 1 point. Soruka, Stephanie Valkyrie, and Giulia then began to brawl with each other. Giulia sends Soruka crashing into the ropes with a drop toe hold, and Stephanie Valkyrie looks to dial it up for the 619. But Soruka lands a double 450 splash clothesline combination on the two of them. She pins Stephanie Valkyrie, but Stephanie Valkyrie kicks out. Winston Clare re-enters the match, but Soruka gets her up on her shoulders. Winston Clare counters into a pinfall to score a point. Giulia 1 point, Winston Clare 0 points, Soruka 1 point, Zarya 1 point, and Stephanie Valkyrie 1 point. Winston Clare rolls up Stephanie Valkyrie, but Stephanie Valkyrie kicks out. Stephanie Valkyrie sends Winston Clare crashing into the mat with an F5, but Giulia catches Zarya with a running knee to score a fall. Giulia 2 points, Winston Clare 1 point, Soruka 1 point, Zarya 1 point, Stephanie Valkyrie 1 point. Stephanie Valkyrie rolls up Giulia, but Giulia kicks out. She rolls up Giulia again, but the clock runs out. But before the referee can complete a 3 count, the winner of the match, Giulia, 2 points, Winston Clare 1 point, Soruka 1 point, Zarya 1 point, and Stephanie Valkyrie 1 point. And this was the second match of the night. And WWE NXT Deadline goes off the air. All right, let me give my honest opinion what I think about honest opinion what I think about WWE NXT Deadline. Now WWE NXT Deadline was a good show and I enjoyed the show for what it was. When it comes to NXT Women's Division, the NXT Women's Division carried NXT. Did you see the look on Stephanie Valkyrie's face when the clock ran out? You could tell Stephanie Valkyrie was mad. You know what I'm saying? She was upset. But at the end of the day, it was every woman for herself. And my queen, Madness, Giulia, pick up the victory. So Giulia automatically wins Soul Survivors, the Women's Soul Survivors Challenge to become the number one contender for the WWE Women's NXT Champion to Roxanne Perez. So Roxanne Perez, count your days. It is over for you. So I hope Giulia's going to get her gear back against Roxanne Perez, and I am so excited. But like I said, hats off to the woman that was part of the main event, Women's Iron Survivors Challenge. Hats off to every single one of those women in the ring. That was by far the second match of the night, and that's all I gotta say. That was my opinion. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE NXT Deadline review on highlights, please go watch the video from the beginning to the end. Make sure you guys comment down below what you guys think of WWE NXT Deadline because it was a good show. It put a smile on my face. It was a fantastic show, and it delivered at the same time in my eyes. And make sure you guys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys full watch the video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel because I'm on the road to, I'm on the road to 7K, and become a YouTube partner. So subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content because I'm on the road to 7K and become a YouTube partner for the very first time. Keep on watching my videos, keep running my playlists, keep running my videos so I can get the watch hours I deserve. I'm almost at 2,000 watch hours, so that's a good thing for me. I'm just trying to get the 3K watch hours. So remember, continue to run my playlist and run my videos so I can get the 3K watch hours because I deserve to be monetized. But like I said earlier, WWE NXT Deadline was a good show. It put a smile on my face. It was a fantastic show, and it delivered at the same time. But make sure you guys follow my social media down below in the description, and I'll make a YouTube short video showing you guys 1,000% full proof of my thumbnail, because my thumbnail was clean. You gotta see my thumbnail when I make a YouTube short video. Go check out my WWE SmackDown review and highlights, and go check out my Wednesday's AEW Dynamite review and highlights because that show was got off on Wednesday. And go check out my NXT review and highlights, and go check out my WWE Raw review and highlights that's up on my channel. Alright, I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. And I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. When it comes to me doing wrestling reviews, I don't give you guys my half of my review. I give you guys the full review from the beginning to the end. This is the reason why I'm in the wrestling community, like I said earlier. Now is the time to be a wrestling fan. That's all I gotta say. I'm glad that my queen managed Giulia won. I'm so happy for it, and I called it straight down the middle. And I made a tweet about that. Go follow me on Twitter. Go look at my tweet, and I tagged Shell. I tagged my friend Shell in my tweet. So Shell, shouts to you, man. That's all I gotta say from here. But shouts to everybody that tuned into my WWE NXT Deadline review and highlights. Shouts to everybody, man. I totally appreciate it. But make sure you guys run my videos and run my plays so I can get to 3K watch hours, so I can get to 7K subscribers as well too, so I can become YouTube partner. And that's all I got to say. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and always stay positive. Don't let nobody tell you different. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.